Okay, hey, we're going to try to prove the alternate exterior angles theorem, which says that alternate exterior angles formed by a transversal going through parallel lines are congruent. Remember, these little arrows here mean that our lines are parallel. So the book, where this is a problem out of the assignment, the book gives us a couple of hints. It gives us an illustration. We've got a pair of alternate interior angles labeled as angle 1 and 2. And we also have an angle labeled as angle 3. It says show that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. That's going to be one of our first steps. Okay? So the reason being that we have a postulate that says that corresponding angles are congruent. Notice angle 1 and angle 3 are corresponding angles, so they're congruent. So we've set it up so that we've identified alternate exterior angles, and then we're also going to state, or we're also going to identify an angle here, angle 3, that will allow us to use the corresponding angles postulate. So let's start with what's given. We're doing a two-column proof. We've got statements as one column, and then the reasons that justify our statements in the other column. So we're going to start with what's given. It's given that line P and Q are parallel, and you could have named it whatever lines you wanted to name it. And then we're going to state that angles 1 and 3 are congruent. How do we know that? By the corresponding angles postulate. Remember, we justify our statements with given statements, with postulates, with properties, and other theorems. I feel like I'm forgetting, I left something out, but I'm going to move on. So where can we go once we've stated that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3? Well, we also know that angle 3 is congruent to angle 2 by the vertical angle congruence theorem. All right, this allows us to state that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, okay, by the transitive property. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A must equal to C. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, and that's our conclusion. We've proved the alternate exterior angle theorem, and the transitive property of angle congruence allows us to arrive at that last statement. I hope you find that helpful.